Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 5-Minute Gaming News, the show that just keeps on going. Today in the news, big news on a Monday. Unexpected, no one saw this coming. Sony has announced the intention of purchasing Bungie for $3.6 billion. Just days after Microsoft's big announcement of buying Activision Blizzard, Sony has announced they intend to buy Bungie, the maker of the popular Destiny franchise. What it looks like, and again, this is very early on, this is going to take a year or more to even work out, but what it looks like is that Bungie will still be an independent studio, just under the Sony umbrella and getting Sony money, and I'm not sure what that's going to end up looking like in the end. We're still finding out details. This just happened, so I think a lot of people are going to be digging into it and getting more information. I'm sure Sony will have more to say, but this was just announced, and everyone's like, what? It's an exciting and a weird time, because also I can't help but think of monopolies and I don't know. We'll dig in. We'll find more information. I'm sure there'll be more news this week about it, but this just happened. And yeah, if you're a gamer on the internet, this is some big news. In other AAA video game news, last week we received the gift of being told we just don't get it once again from, and let me get this correct, the VP at Ubisoft Strategic Innovations Lab, commenting that gamers just don't understand NFTs because it's not an easy concept to understand. So for those of you who are out of the loop, Ubisoft has created a platform called Quartz. And on Quartz, you can buy something called digits, which are basically just Ubisoft NFTs. They made an announcement video about it, and it was so unpopular that they had to remove it from the internet. So of course, the company did what all companies do and totally misunderstand the reaction, basically saying it's like microtransactions. You don't have to buy them. And I quote from this Ubisoft VP, "I think gamers don't get what a digital secondary market can bring to them. For now, because of the current situation and context of NFTs, gamers really believe it's first destroying the planet and second, just a tool for speculation." And then they went on to say, so it's really for them. It's really beneficial, but they don't get it for now. He then continued to double down on the players just don't understand, it's the kids who are wrong mentality, and said it's Ubisoft's job to convince them that this play to earn model is something they want. He actually said, and let me be very clear about this, "We are trying to think of Ubisoft games as a place where your experience can provide the most value possible, meaning there are different kinds of value as you play a game." Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I always thought the value from video games was the entertainment value. I didn't know we had to make it a marketplace every time, and how that was some benefit to us, because to me it looks like we now are buying the game with microtransactions, with NFTs. And buying the game also seems a little bit disingenuous, because really, you are renting the game from them now? Most of the time when you're on Steam or the Ubisoft platform or Origin or whatever, you have bought the ability to play the game, but do you own the game? That's a whole other conversation, but like, that's the space we're operating in now. And for this VP to be like, we're doing this for you, is equally disingenuous. They're not. They are making a cut of everything bought and sold. They are double dipping and getting all profits from this. They wouldn't do this otherwise. It's how companies work. So once again, and I cannot stress this enough, the only way companies like this are going to stop doing dumb stuff like this is if we, the consumer, tell them to knock it off. We have to be vocal and loud and angry about it and be like, stop, get help. You know what I mean? We got to like make sure this doesn't happen and keep hammering it home. So hitting them with those dislikes, hitting them with the negativity of like, stop it, this sucks, is honestly what they need to hear. Because otherwise, some goober like this VP of whatever the hell Ubisoft Strategic Innovations Lab is just going to keep selling them a bunch of BS. And the big corporate executives at the top, like I said, they live in a bubble. They don't know nothing. They think a banana costs $10. They are getting sold a bill of goods here, and we need to come in and correct them, because NFTs are trash garbage. And I don't want them in my game, and neither should you. And lastly, in other news that just seems like I'm kind of giving you the same story over and over again, another video game property coming to TV has gotten its trailer. That's right, the trailer for Halo released, and I loved it. I thought it was great, looked super neat. However, I recognized there was so much that I was like, oh man, they didn't make Cortana purple, or Master Chief's talking about like things that I knew the community would be not happy with. And I was like, ooh. So of course I went and read all those comments. They were just as insane and angry as I imagined they would be. Loved it. Here's all I'll say. When the Witcher trailer first came out, or even the initial stills, people were not happy. People were so upset. They were like, that's not my Witcher. And I don't know if you remember this, but remember when they made fun of Henry Cavill dressed as Geralt and they said he looked like Raiden from Mortal Kombat? Remember that? Because I do. And all I'm saying is people crapped all over that. And then when the show came out, it was great. And then season 2, the budget went up. Everything looked way cooler. The last episode was super dope. All I'm saying is I'm going to wait. I'm going to give it the time it deserves. It looked neat enough for me to be interested. It didn't look perfect. It did have kind of like a sci-fi budget. You know what I mean? Like a sci-fi channel budget. Some of the shots I was like, definitely the one shot where there's just straight up in the background, a like 2001 Ford truck is insane to me. But, you know, we'll see. It's just a trailer. Who knows what the show's going to be like? So I'm excited to see it. I think it's great that there are more shows like this existing and people are like investing in these projects. And so frankly, I'm here for it. I enjoyed it, but I also recognize that like for a while, it's going to be pretty wild. People are going to be like, no, my Cortana is not this Cortana. And that's fine. Everyone's allowed to have their opinion. Look, I'm a Star Wars fan and I got opinions, so I get it. That's it for 5 Minute Gaming News. Thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode and I'll see you then.